Hello you guys, and welcome to this edition of Chauntel. So excited to jump into a relationship advice video with you guys. We haven't done one of these in a while. Got some inspiration from one of my friends who's also a subscriber who said, Chauntel, you got to start putting those out again. So here I am again, putting it out there. So this video is about how to find the right guy to marry, the right guy. So here's the thing, 50% of marriages in the US end in divorce. Do you know how horrible that is? That is a very, very sad statistic. And I think that there's lots of reasons for why this is happening, but people are not finding the right person for them. They're not working on their issues, or they don't really understand what marriage is, and I feel like they just kind of rush into it without really solidifying that they have found the right person. Now I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me and my background. My grandparents have been married for over 50 years. One set of them, and the other was married for over 50 years before my grandfather passed away. My parents have been married for over 30 years. And it is just such an amazing thing to have these examples in my life. I have been married for 5 years. And let me tell you, it takes a lot of things. And these list of steps that I have for you guys is really important to consider when deciding if you're marrying the right one. Okay, ladies? So let's keep these things in mind. First of all, you have to meet him. And you have to put yourself in place to do so. A lot of times we meet great people, great guys from our mutual friends, from different circles of interest that we may have, because if you have that interest and he has that interest, then you've already started off on the right foot. And also going to events, but sometimes just getting out and about and just doing things really helps you to meet other people. Sometimes you have to change your scene from time to time to really meet the right person for you. If you're just kind of stuck in your same routine and you're stuck in your same, go to work, go to home, or go to school, or I go to these specific places to hang out, then you're not allowing yourself to meet and be around new people. And so you have to do that often. You don't do it with the intention of, I'm gonna find him today, but you just go and you just do, and you really enjoy yourself, and you will be surprised when you're not looking how quick you'll find that guy. Sometimes also we have to go alone, okay? If you are always with other people, sometimes guys are intimidated about approaching you. So you definitely want to make sure that you're spending some time out there alone so that he can have an entry to come and sit with you, or come talk with you, or come look at a painting with you, or come read a book with you. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to make sure that you are together, because you might not even be thinking about that, which is probably a better situation to be in than for it to always be at the front of your mind. But you always got to be looking cute, and doing what you need to do to keep yourself up, because you just never know when you might run into this guy. Now, beyond meeting him, because that is first, you have to find a guy that your morals and values align. I have heard, now you guys know that I am Christian and I have Christian values, and I think it is so important that whoever you decide to spend the rest of your life with, they have to have the same morals and values as you, especially when it comes to specific things that are very important to you. Religion is one of those things that I do not believe that you can waver on. You must agree to believe in the same things. If not, when you have children, there's going to be lots of confusion, and people run into this issue. If your morals and values don't align, you're going to have lots of other issues. You don't compromise on your deal breakers, but you also don't want to make a list that's so ridiculous that you can't find that person. It's impossible to find them. Family chemistry is another thing that a lot of people do not think about. But you have to be a part of that family, and he has to be a part of your family. And when you marry, they say you marry the family. Yeah, it's true. Yes, the Bible does say to leave your husband and cleave to your wife. What am I saying? I said that. The Bible says to leave your mother and father and cleave to your wife. For men, and so that same goes for us women. You know, you've got to leave leave your family, and you know, you're coming into a new family, becoming one with your husband. However, you are going to interact with that family, and that family is embedded into your husband one way or another. Even if he's from a situation where he didn't spend a lot of time with his family, his childhood and his upbringing is going to affect who he is and how he is. And so if you do not like or do not fit into that, that can cause you other issues. So if you can find a guy with a family that has chemistry that you can at least fall into, that will help you. I'm not saying it has to be the same as yours, but it needs to at least, you know, accept you. Because if they don't accept you, or if they, I don't know, like you just can't stand to be around them, it's going to make it very challenging for you to be in that relationship. I'm not saying that you can't do it, but I don't recommend it. Keep the exes away. A lot of times we kind of allow our ex relationships to seep in and kind of get into our new relationships, and then that causes our partner that we are in a new relationship with to question us, who we are, and everything about us. And we don't want to put ourselves in that situation. If they are your ex and you are leaving them in the past, then let them be your ex and let them be gone. Otherwise, you're going to poison your new relationship. And lastly, my last tip for you is don't be afraid to take a risk. Sometimes we're so used to the same thing and we keep going back to the same thing. And sometimes that thing may not be the right thing for us, but we're so used to that. You know, even if it's not a good situation for us, even if it's an abusive relationship, even if it's a bad boy, even if whatever it is that you keep going back to that's not working for you, we keep doing it because we're afraid to take a risk. We're afraid to try something different. So I'm going to encourage you and challenge you to take a risk and try something different. It could be a different race. It could be just a different kind of guy, something different than what you've experienced. All right. Well, I hope that this helps you to find and marry the right man for you, because let me tell you, I've said this before in my videos and I'm going to say it again. Besides salvation, the man that you marry is the most important decision you will ever make in your life, because it will affect every other decision that you will ever make. So make sure that it is the right one. Well, I hope that this helps you guys again, and please leave comments below on what you think about what I said, and I would also like to know your thoughts on what you think we need to do to find the right guy. And I want you to send me your questions. If you have questions, as always, feel free to email me at askchauntel@gmail.com. That is ASKCHAUNTEL. And you can call and leave me a voicemail. The number is 641-715-3900, extension 10988, and I can air your voice on the show. All right, guys, love you so much. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon.